Yeah, hey everyone, Brian with you from TheGameCommon, and today we are taking an early look at Evil Genius 2 World Domination. So Rebellion, the publisher and developer of this game, was kind enough to gift me with a key for this game. I've been invited to join their ambassador program, and yeah, I've been lucky enough to play this game for the past week, and with that, it means I get to share a little bit about the game today as well with you guys. I get to play it for about an hour, and I'm super excited to do so. So, if you've not heard of Evil Genius 2 World Domination, essentially the game is having you play as one of 4 evil geniuses, and essentially your goal is to take over the world. So you get to play as the bad guys in this game, which is kind of fun. So the game takes place in kind of 2 different areas. The first is like a base building strategy kind of game where essentially you're trying to build up your secret lair, you're trying to, manage power, trying to get different your resources all fine, you're trying to keep your minions happy. Well, at least if you want to keep your minions happy, you could also just like kill a minion every once in a while and kind of keep them happy or loyal that way at least. But if you're trying to be a good evil genius, you can keep your minions happy. And then the other aspect of the game has you kind of interacting with the world stage here, and you can kind of send your minions all over the world to do different jobs. It might be like rob a bank, it might be like steal something big, it might be like go abduct someone. So there's all these different things going on, but the thing is, the more attention you draw to your evil genius empire, it means the more the world's going to pay attention to you, and the more that they're going to start sending agents to your base. And so all of a sudden you'll notice you have a bunch of agents kind of snooping around your base, and so you might need to go kidnap them, you might need to go fight them, you might need to build some shark traps that they fall into and maybe get eaten by some sharks. It's kind of up to you. So that's kind of the cool thing about this game. So we are going to get to play today for about an hour. I'm going to go ahead and launch in a brand new game. We have the option of playing 1 of 2 different geniuses today. We can either play as Maximilian, who might be my favorite so far. I've not gotten a chance to play with Emma or Red Ivan, but I have played with Zelenka or Maximilian, the 2 that we could choose from today. And I do like Maximilian a lot just because he has this train faster. So instantly completes any minion training near Maximilian. So essentially you start with very basic minions. They can't really do a whole lot, but then as you kind of grow your evil empire, you need specialists. You might need some soldier units to kind of be a little bit more bulkier and to be a little bit better defense force for your base and stuff like that. And essentially you're basically constantly using minions. You're sending them off over the world. They might be dying. There's lots of different things that can happen. So being able to instantly train minions is so nice. He also has work harder, orders minions to prioritize jobs in Maximilian's vicinity, and large workforce. He knows when to rely on overwhelming numbers and when to get specialists to do the job. He can earn gold more reliably than anyone else and starts with additional minions. Now, I will say gold in the early game is really, really hard to come by, so I don't think he starts with any extra money in the early game, but yeah, that's always a challenge. We're going to be playing as Zelenka today, who is the science specialist, so she can order minions to prioritize job in Zelenka's vicinity. Science minions receive a bigger boost, so what's cool about that is if anyone's doing tech near her, she can basically research the tech or get them to research the tech a lot quicker, which is very nice. And then immediately repair all items and extinguish fire in her aura, use smarts and nanobots. This is going to be more of a mid to late game thing as, agents come in and start like sabotaging your base and stuff like that. That's when things are going to become really important. Unless, of course, you don't have any people walking around your base repairing things, but that's something we're not going to worry about right now. And then she knows everything. Her science minions are more capable than most, uncovering the mysteries of the universe much quicker. So then with that, we get to pick 1 of 3 evil genius layers. Now, the thing is, with each one of these layers, they have a cover front where they essentially have a casino in the front end. Now, the casino in the front end is basically your cover story. Kind of explains why there's so many people in and out going from your, island. Kind of keeps, the world a little bit at ease. But what's funny is when the agents arrive, they actually will come through your casino. So you can kind of build up your casino and then maybe kind of help distract them a little bit out there to keep them from just wandering around straight into your base. So every one of these islands has a slightly different shtick, which makes it, it has some benefits, has some drawback. The first base is just a giant donut, and there's different levels on each one of the bases. You'll notice that this bottom level is just a huge empty basement, which is awesome. Now you'll notice the different color rocks. You can only dig your base out into the light brown at first. You can research eventually to kind of dig in the other areas. But what's nice is having the basement be one level below essentially allows you to access access all of this early on here on the donut. So this might be one of the easier bases. I've not played this one yet, and it looks really, really cool. And yeah, I need to try this one. Then we have the Twin Tower ones. This one's interesting because your top layer here essentially has your interconnection between the two islands, and then everything down from that basically splits up until you get into the basement. Now, this one's actually quite difficult. I've been playing a little bit just because it's like the casino. Well, number one, there's no expansion possibility on the casino until you can get super late game and start digging into some of the other rocks. But in addition to that, there's not a whole lot of room up here, number one, and number two, it's like any enemy agents can basically just easily access your base, and so it gets quite difficult as you progress. We're going to be playing on the basic map here. It's got some nice expansion areas here for the casino early on. Also, you know, depending on these hallways, we can definitely kind of keep things spread out a little bit so that, you know, they can't immediately walk into our base. You know, second level is a little harder to access. The third level is basically almost impossible to build anything up there. Obviously, we're going to put our evil Lair up there someday, but we're not there yet. And then the basement has a bunch of golden stuff we can dig out, but you know, we're gonna need a lot of research before we can get down there. So let's go ahead and launch in. We're going to play on normal difficulty, and I'm going to turn off the tutorial, and we shall load in from there. So I have to say, I've been playing this game pretty much non-stop for the past week. This isn't a review copy, so I can't really, you know, talk too much about it other than, yeah, I've definitely been enjoying it, and I hope you guys can enjoy it. Game itself comes out on March 30th. I don't remember if I mentioned that already. You can pre-order it on Steam and stuff like that, and hopefully at the end of this video, you guys kind of get a good picture on whether or not you enjoy this game. We're definitely going to be playing more of this game as release approaches, and definitely after release as well. So if you enjoy this content today, definitely look forward to more here in the future. So opening cutscene has our evil genius landing at our base, and these guys here are just our basic minions that we start with. Got to give her props, man, for those heals. Got to give her props for those heals, man. And then our evil helicopter back there too. And you gotta like her laugh. You gotta like her laugh as well.
I can barely hear myself think. All your incessant babbling, the constant construction.
And the gunshots?
Yes, the gunshots are particularly disruptive.
We just moved in. Who's shooting?
I need a place to think. An inner sanctum. Somewhere I can gather the greatest criminal minds.
Your voice.
So essentially then that kind of sets up our first base, or our first mission, a place to call your own. We skipped the tutorial, and I have to say the game's a lot easier with the tutorial on, basically because it keeps a lot of things kind of locked behind, well, a progress bar, which is kind of nice because you don't have to deal with certain things. So let's see, where are our minions to begin with? Okay, so there is our evil genius. I can basically order around. You'll notice that every minion slash genius slash henchman has 3 different stats. They have vitality, which is their HP. They have smarts, which basically allows them, for her, she basically can do her, oh no, that actually costs morale per second. Oh, she can do her repair buff, but it costs 20 smarts, so she can do that 5 times before having to heal or rest, basically. And then morale, which then basically she can use to do the area of effect bonus. Now, minions have these same 3 stats, but they play a little bit differently. If your minion gets too low morale, then all of a sudden they will try abandoning your base. So we kind of want to keep them happier and stuff like that. Every minion has a name. They have different statuses. They have different traits, which is kind of cool to see. But right now, we only start with the basic minions. And so essentially, we have a bunch of different missions right now to kind of get some of the different minion types. So we can come in here, we can look at our main objective is essentially to have a inner sanctum. We need to do then we need to get a technician, we need guards, we need some, what are these guys called? Cover story. These are the valets. Yep. And then we need some researchers, some scientists. We also have side stories. These side stories are essentially the way to unlock those minion recruitments. And then we have optional ones, which these are basically just kind of nice little things to do to get a little bit of money. What else do we have over here? Oh, we have just our kind of stat options over here that kind of give you just kind of like you can keep an eye out on your money and stuff like that. The only thing I really pay attention over here a lot is our global operations, because this is your basic threat level. So if we pop over to the world map, This is how we interact with it. Now, before we can interact with any of these territories, we need to go ahead and scout it out, and we need to build a criminal network in an area. But we can't do that yet because we don't have any broadcast strength. But we'll talk about that here in a second. But you'll notice that every area is kind of colored a little bit differently, and that's kind of the agents that work. So over here in the Americas and Canada and Greenland, right, is the Patriot Northeastern Patriot States. Then down here in South America and Central America, we have the Eastern Smash Republic. Then we have the Saber territories over here, the Hammer districts, and then the Anvil ones over there. You'll also notice that our base is right here. And I think the 3 different bases, this is the secondary base, the Twin Tower one. I think this might be the 3rd base over there, but I'm not entirely sure. It might be this one as well. I haven't played that one, so I'm not sure where it's at. All right, so that's all of that. Then we got a research screen here. Essentially, we have 4 different ones unlocked right now as soon as we get a research area where we can basically just kind of upgrade things. This one right here essentially allows us to dig through soft rock, and then here you get stone, and then you can dig through harder and harder rock, or stairs, not stone. You get stairs, and then you can dig through harder and harder rocks. You know, and so it basically works like a normal tech tree. Traps give you all these different traps that you can kind of use to defend your base. This one kind of helps you upgrade your minions. And then this one basically just gives you different options for your lair. And then this one allows you to basically be more efficient on the global map. Let's see what else we got. Then we got our build menu here. We got a bunch of different room types, which we'll talk about probably here in a second. Then this is our character selection. Right now we only have Zelenka, but at some point we might get a henchman, and this allows us to basically select them quicker because we might not know where they're at, and we can kind of order them around and tell them what to do. Now, henchmen and your evil genius, you can kind of order around and tell what to do. Your minions, I can't tell them what to do. I can't click anywhere. Even if I have a job, I can't be like, hey, I want you to go work on that job. You know, the best I can do is go have Zelenka, hey, go over here, and then my plans take priority. Have them work on that over there. Then we have a minion manager here where we can see all of our minions. Right now we only start with 4, and then we can see the different type of minions that we can unlock. We got the muscle, the deception, and the science ones. Obviously we don't have any of them unlocked right now, so we can't research, or we can't well, basically what we can do is we can be like, hey, I want 5 guards, or hey, I want like 5 scientists. And so that's where you kind of get the option to do that. Then I showed you this is the world map, and then this is your lair. Down here we got the time, we got, you know, normal speed, and then you got double speed. Here's our money. This is our vault capacity. Right now we don't actually have a vault, so that's why our vault capacity is at 100%. Here's our power. We start with just a little bit of power. I will say power is a bit of an issue early game where, like, yeah, you start to run out of power pretty quickly in this game. This is how many minions we have. Currently we have capacity for 15, but we only have 5 right now. Now they are on auto hire, so we will automatically get more and more minions hired, so we don't really have to manage that. But at times we might find ourselves being like, oh, I got to spam it a couple times to get a little bit more. Now I don't want to spend it now just because like 10,000 is a fourth of our gold. And then here's our broadcast strength. To go ahead and scout out every region, you need 1 broadcast strength, and so we can build some buildings or build some broadcast. Well, what are they called? They're called control room items. We can build some radio repeaters, which essentially increase our broadcast strength and allows us to scout different areas. And then there's also intel. Intel you get by basically interrogating different agents and stuff like that, and essentially you use the intel to basically perform different missions on the world stage. And then last but not least, we have the security. Right now we don't have any guard stations and we don't have any cameras and stuff like that, but you can set up security cameras to kind of keep an eye out for enemy agents. All right, I think that's everything, other than, you know, we have the different levels here that we can kind of switch in between if we want. And then we can take a look at our evil base. Isn't it pretty? Isn't it pretty? It's pretty. It's pretty. So first things first, we can pop out here to our casino, and you'll notice that our casino right now is essentially just empty. There's nothing here. And in fact, I can go ahead and sell all of these kind of crap things out here. And eventually we're going to do that and make a little bit of money. But before we do that, let's go ahead and get some power, because power is like number 1. I'd say power and, probably power and the barracks for our minions. So let's see, we got quarter buildings here, we got power here, we got barracks, we got the mess hall. This is where they keep eating and then they restore their stats. We got the staff room, which keeps their morale high. The archive, which is where they improve their smarts. The minions, here is if they lose a vitality, they go to the infirmary. Then the vault, obviously, for your gold. The control room allows you to do the broadcast strength. Training room allows you to train better minions. Laboratory allows you to research. The armory basically allows you to set up the security cameras and stuff like that. Then the prison is where when you capture agents and stuff like that, you can basically interrogate them, aka torture them. And then you got the inner sanctum here, which is where you want to live and basically where you boost your stats for your evil genius. You don't really boost it, but you it's where you rest to improve your stats. And then we also have our cover agent stuff here, our covert operations, where we can basically build up the casino. You'll notice most of these buildings have nothing unlocked yet because I got to do some research first. So let's go ahead and pop over here. Not research, I got to do some of these missions first. So I'm going to go ahead and start with the cover one.
With agents, can't a genius with a dubious criminal past purchase an exotic lair in peace anymore?
It's probably all the helicopters. They'll be wondering what we're doing out
Nah.
That's why I chose this location. It has the perfect cover operation, even if it is abandoned.
I think the problem is that it's abandoned to us. Not many people visit an abandoned anything.
For once, you make a good point. Very well. Hire some staff. Dress them well.
Or bounce.
Teach them to cheat at roulette.
All right, so essentially I want to do this one first so we can get our cover operation going. Not because I'm necessarily worried about any minions or any agents invading, but because it's kind of a nice little way to make a little bit of money. So we're going to go ahead and do that one first, but we got a minute before we can actually do that, because what we need to do is to actually do this, we need to kidnap a valet on the world stage. So if we pop over here, you'll see different areas have different locations of different valets. So essentially we need to get a radio, broadcast radio or whatever, and then go ahead and scout one of these areas and then go ahead and kidnap them. So, you know, yeah. Before we do that, let's go ahead and start by getting a power station. Now, power is probably the biggest, well, it's expensive early game. I will say that. Not only is it super expensive, but it's also like the power generators themselves only give you 10 power, which sounds like a lot until you realize like one of the research items, one of the, and I don't have it unlocked yet, but one of the items you need for research actually uses like 15 power. So it's like 10 power goes by pretty quickly here. So essentially what I can do is I can essentially click on any one of these and then basically drag and create a room size. If I screw that up, I can come here to the rocks and I can kind of get rid of that. The other option is I can sit here and make a corridor, you know, if I want to make more hallways and stuff like that. I've discovered there's basically kind of two different ways to play this game right now. You can either start off by making a bunch of small rooms and then just kind of plan on, as your base expands, basically relocating certain rooms and then kind of like re-expanding them that way. Or you can basically just kind of build a small room to begin with and then kind of leave it by itself and leave some area for you to be able to expand to it later. So we're going to make a 4 wide tile. The reason I do that is because all doors are basically 4 wide. So essentially we're going to make a 4 wide tile and then we're going to basically make, yeah, sure, a 9x9 sounds fine for now. And we're going to drop a couple generators in there. Now we want access. What's going to be the best way to do this? If we did this one here, what does this look like, by the way? Okay, so we could do 3 generators like that. That's 369K. Let's go ahead and let's just keep 1 for now. Just because I'm trying to make sure we don't run out of money as early as possible, because it also takes money to dig things out. So that's where things start getting really, really expensive. And then I think right here, so I'm also doing these over here because they're a little further away. These kind of things like having a lot of power or having, you know, for example, your control room. These are kind of things that if agents discover, they're going to notice that something, they're going to have some suspicion. They're going to notice something's off if they see that your base is generating all that power. So this kind of stuff I want to set up a little bit further away from the casino entrance as maybe some of the other buildings. So I think let's actually just do like this to begin with, like a 6x8. And then whoopsie, let's go ahead and click on the items. And I'm not going to build a door yet. on any of these buildings. Actually, you know what? Hold up. Let's move you here. And then let's get you just a little bit further. I think it was 2, right? So I can build 2 more. Yeah, and then I could build 2 on this side too, right? No, I actually need it 1 wider. Alrighty then. So let's go 1 wider then. And then I can just click on it and move it. So it takes a minute for you to actually understand the controls, but it's pretty easy once you actually start learning it. And then, oh, you know what? I probably can't do this because the door's right there too, but it'll be fine. It'll be fine. So the doors each require 1 power. So for the sake of it being early game, I'm just going to kind of avoid that. So that's going to allow us basically to build 1 radio repeater and allow us to enter the world stage. You'll notice that each one of those require 5 power, I think. Yeah, 5 power. So essentially that's going to use up all of our power right there. What else do we need? We also want a barracks. Now, they won't care so much about the barracks because, like, you know, it's just a bunch of people, just a bunch of workers living. So it's kind of a nice little area to kind of distract enemy agents. And they're like, oh, hey, it's just a barracks. People are just sleeping here. That's totally okay. Why do they have like 6,000 of them? I don't know. So we need 2 things for the barracks. We need beds for people to sleep on. We'll probably build that a little bit differently here in the future. And then we need lockers. And essentially the lockers are... We can build the locker like that. The lockers essentially allow you to get more guards. And we can move things in the future, so I'm not super concerned about that. So that was like 10K right there. And then last but not least, let's go ahead and build a kitchen real quick. And we should probably just unpause the game now and just let it tick up. And I'm going to put on speed 3 while we do this, just because some of this is going to get a little expensive. So yeah, let's go ahead and dig out a kitchen here as well. So give me 4 more. And this kitchen's going to be really tiny, and we're going to probably relocate it here in the future. But yeah, let's just go ahead and build 1 little kitchen cafe thing. I'll put it like right here. That's fine. Okay, and so we now basically have an early base here, and things should be working out fine. So you'll notice that these guys are all doing their job here. I might as well go ahead and send Zelenka over here and have her just kind of like prioritize it. Work a little bit quicker, you know, that's always not a bad thing. So honestly, actually, hey, well, you know, I want you to prioritize this one. No, I don't want to execute him. Not yet, at least. But yeah, I want to actually prioritize this room, because this room basically is how we're going to end up making money here, is through these radio repeaters. And in fact, I think we have enough money to probably order a second one. Oh, the other nice thing is, so at any time, if I want to build something new and like, oh crap, what room is this again? I can just click there, and then immediately it selects that room type. So it's kind of nice. It's basically just a nice little simplistic way to kind of, you know, get things going. All right, so we still need a couple other things as well. We're gonna need to work on people's morale here. So we're gonna want a staff room. The staff room, I don't know. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure if they get suspicious looking at the staff room. I would assume not, but I mean, it is kind of an interesting looking room. So let's go ahead and expand this a little bit further, because this is kind of a big building. We still need 1 more. Yeah, we still need 1 more here. So let's give me just 1 more, and then items, boom. Yeah, and then we'll go build that. And we actually don't have enough gold for that, because that costs 15,000. So let's just cancel that for now. The other thing to keep in mind is every room does have different decor. Sometimes the decor will actually increase performance or something like that. Other times the decor is just literally that decor. So anyways, let's go ahead and turn you off so you don't waste all of your morale. And now that we have 2 of these up, we can actually now connect with 2 different areas on the world map. Now the question is, where do we want to access? I think... Build more generators. We're fine on power right now. I think... I mean, I guess I'm going to go ahead and go here and scout this region, because they have 2 different valet minions. And then we're also going to go ahead and do the Eastern Patriot States, because we'll kind of talk about that here in a minute why we're actually doing that. So, all right, let's just continue on with what we're doing. And so what you'll notice is when I sent the scouts out to do this, they're essentially just going to go ahead and spin minions. So I essentially have 6 minions waiting for transport. So 6 of my... however many minions I had are basically just going to leave my base, and they're never going to come back, because what's happening? Well, we don't want our minions to come back and draw attention. So because of that, these guys are basically going to go bye-bye, and we're never going to see them again. Now, they're waiting for the helicopter to come. Then they're going to hop on the helicopter, and you'll notice the helicopter is going to go to one place. I don't know if you ever get more helicopters. Not entirely sure on that. Also more optional objectives. Kind of just need to kind of pop in here and out every once in a while. So Smash Republic and Western Anvil. I should have looked for that when I build things, but okay. So the other thing is once we scout it, we will be gaining passive money. Like right now we're not gaining any money, but we will get passive money when we start scouting. Other thing is you'll notice people are walking around our casino right now. Not really anything to do there, but we might as well go ahead and sell since we are missing money. And this will make us at least a little bit of money at this point. And then that's going to allow us to build a couple extra things. I can't like fix these things. I just have to sell them and rebuild them here in the future. So sell, 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 sell. Please. Welcome desk. Yes, yes, yes. I wish there was a quick sell option. That would be one nice thing here. Like if I could select everything and just be like quick sell, but you know, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. And I could actually even right now, if I wanted, you know, expand my casino. I could click here and be like, you know, hey, I want my casino to be over here as well. But, you know, there's no reason to do that, and that would just cost us a bunch of money, so we're not going to do that. All right, so that should have given us, that's going to give us another 24K, which should then allow me to pop over here, and we will be able now to afford you. Thank you. So what's the other thing we need? We need a training room. Still. We got the mess hall. How much power does that use? 2. So we will need another generator then. The other thing is, by the way, this is an incinerator. So this essentially allows us to burn dead bodies. Which right now we don't have dead bodies, so I'm not going to worry about it right this second. Oh, you know what? If we're going to kidnap a valet, we need to go ahead and make a prison. So criminal network has been built. So you can see now we have a criminal network over here in North America, in the eastern coast. And so right now there's not actually any missions we can do there except the view to Krill, which what this does is lower heat. So essentially heat is one of these things that slowly increases over time. And the more missions you do there, the higher your heat gets. If your heat ever reaches maximum, which right now, since we only have a level 1 base here, or a level 1 criminal network, we can only get to 50 heat. And so if our heat ever fills up here, essentially we get locked out of this region. We can't do any missions for a few minutes, number 1. And number 2, it actually increases the threat levels. And so the American people, what are they? The anchor ones, the patriot ones, are going to be a little more likely to attack us. Now, there is something cool about this. At any point, I can just destroy this network and move it somewhere else. And in fact, I think I am actually going to do it. The only cost is essentially the people you spent to do it. The fact is, since I can't do any bank robbing or anything like that, I think I am going to move them. What were the optional objectives here? We wanted Western Anvil, which I think is Europe, right? No, that's Hammer. Where's Western Anvil? Central Anvil. Oh, so they wanted it here. Okay. Okay. And then what was the other one? Western Anvil and Central Smash Republic, which should be South America? Northern Smash Republic. Okay. South America. All right, so then let's go ahead and destroy you just to kind of show you that we can do this. And I'm just going to go scout here instead because, you know, it basically refunded my broadcast strength. And so essentially we just wasted 3 minions, but like whatever. So we need to go ahead and make a prison really quickly. I mean, we're going to probably end up rebuilding and removing all of this stuff. We really don't even need to make it 4 wide because we're not building any doors or anything like that right now, but that's okay. So then prison, I need 1 cell. And then we're also going to have an interrogation chair, which, you know, is totally normal. Totally normal. There's nothing weird about this. Oh, wait, this doesn't quite fit. I know my base is kind of ugly right now. Right now, we're just trying to survive finances. That's the bigger issue right now, okay? So we'll worry about that more here in the future. Okay, so you'll notice that his smarts are really low. We actually have nothing to improve their smarts yet. So that's another building. We're gonna actually need to go ahead and build this here, the re-education chair, to get them to level up their smarts. I think if they do certain jobs, or they can't do certain jobs if their smarts are super low. I also don't know. I don't know if they'll abandon you if they're out of smarts. Yeah, not entirely sure on that one. We might as well smart the room. We might as well start the room. That's going to be a hallway. That's also going to be a hallway eventually. So let's do like 4. And we're just going to do something like this. And I might as well just queue it up. Now, since we don't have enough money, you'll notice like, hey, we can't build this because you don't have enough money. And in fact, I'm actually going to go ahead and cancel that one for now so that they'll actually build this one first instead. Power's getting low. We can actually shut this off for now because we're not using it. Oh, actually, that reminds me. So we should have also built a, yeah. So I'm going to go ahead first. So this gives us 15 heat. This is 30 heat. And then we can spend 5,000 gold to basically reduce our heat to 0. I think it's 30 minutes. That's going to take a while. This is going to require 5 workers and 2,000 gold.
Restored.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and launch it. I'm going to launch in. Let's go get our valet. Now, when we grab the valet, we're going to need to power this back up. Now, the problem is he's going to keep trying to break out, so we're going to have to, like, keep an eye on that, but that's not that big of a deal. I can put my hero over there. All right, another criminal network has been built. So with that criminal network now, hopefully we can get some money. Yes, we can. All right, so this is going to give us 40 heat, but it's going to give us 50,000 gold over 35 minutes. Yeah. Yeah, that's nice. That's nice. So I think I'm not 100% on it. I don't think you just gain like 50,000 after 35 minutes. I think you slowly gain a little bit over that time period is what I think happens. So we need optional objective 20,000 gold from schemes. Okay. Did we complete any? Yes, we did. Smash Republic. A little bit of money there. And yeah, we're about to get this. They're like, hey, we really need this machine. And I'm like, yeah, I agree with you. Can't really do anything about that right this second, though. So different minions will do different jobs. They just kind of auto do it, you know. So like certain minions going to come over here and be in charge of the food counter. You know, a couple others were over here. We actually don't have that many jobs for most of our workers right now. We only have what, 1, 2, 3 jobs? Yeah. Yeah, because no one else has a job. This doesn't require a job, and this doesn't require a job. Who knew I should have done the re-education chair first? But now that it's green, it means it's getting delivered. Yeah. Yeah. And we do have power. Okay, so we can actually keep you powered up now. Well, I say that until I get an interrogation chair. So you'll notice money early game is definitely a bit of a challenge for sure. So we will go ahead and grab another power plant for now.
Not enough gold.
Even though we don't have enough money. And there is our valet prisoner. So we have successfully kidnapped him from the world stage. We're going to stick him in prison. And then once we get an interrogation chair up, then we're going to be able to learn his secrets of how to valet people. So let's move Zelenka over here. And essentially, she's just going to be here because he's going to break out eventually. They all kind of eventually break out at some point, if you keep them there too long without interrogating them. So she's basically just there because she's super powered and it's gonna just destroy him if he tries breaking out. So you're getting your smarts back. She's waiting to get her smarts back. So apparently doing this job must use your smarts. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. All right, we have enough money for you now. That is getting delivered. We should then be able to run another mission. So this is gonna be 30 heat to the region. We're currently at 23, so that's gonna max it out. I think let's do this one because this is gonna be 10,000. It's only gonna take 3 minutes and it's not gonna max us out. So let's go run that one then. How is our threat at this point? A little bit. I mean, we've done a little bit of robbing, you know, a little bit of stealing, but for the most part, we're fine. All right, so you're done. So let's then queue up our interrogation chair, please, and thank you. And we have enough power for that. Actually, you know what? We didn't need that. We could have saved for this, but okay. I figured the interrogation chair had a little more power usage. So we still haven't seen any agents. So a boat, basically, if I keep the sound loud enough, you know, every couple minutes you hear a dong, and basically just kind of cueing you that a boat's there. And so the agents, hello, Mr. Agents. Speaking of which, we found ourselves an agent. Okay, so you'll notice the agent already has 5 suspicion, probably because he's noticing all these weird things. Yeah, honestly, it's probably because he noticed this. So I can do one of 3 things. I can capture him, I can distract him. At this point, distracting him is not going to really help us because he kind of already has suspicion. So at this point, we're just going to go ahead and kill him. Yeah. Yeah, and hey,
Time to switch them off.
yeah, let's go ahead and just murder you. I will say I really like her attack. I think her attack is way better than Maximilian's. So now, unfortunately, we have a dead body in our base. Oh, hello.
I have reports of an intruder in the lair. Kill them. There's an intruder here.
Yeah, did not realize all these guys were here. So we can, you know, it's a great time to actually go high alert. And so at high alert, everyone's basically going to go and just murder anyone that they find. So there you go. There you go. Oh, no, she's still in there, but that's fine. You got murdered. Okay, cool, cool. All right, now we just got a bunch of dead bodies that we got to take care of. All right, there goes the valet, which, yeah, we saw was going to happen. But she has more than enough HP to survive that. How much is the incinerator, by the way? 5 power, 3,500. So here's the problem I'm seeing. Oh, no, we can actually put it right here. Okay, we'll run that, and I think, yeah, they're going to instantly build that. Yeah, that's good. Because we got to get rid of these dead bodies, because what's going to happen is more agents are going to show up, and then they're going to see the dead bodies on the floor, and they're going to be like, hey, something's weird here, because there's dead bodies lying around everywhere. So, yeah, we kind of need that incinerator sooner rather than later. Now, you'll notice they're injured. I need to get a med bay to actually heal them. I'm not going to worry about their HP right now, because, well, you know what? Quite frankly, they're expendable. So maybe we shouldn't have done this one right away because, yeah, this is causing some issues here, but that's fine. Yeah, I'm under attack. That's fine. Yeah, we should have maybe done some other ones here. All right, so you're at 88%. Good. How goes this one? 16%. So we got a ways to go on that. Now, you'll notice our heat is definitely quite high. Quite high. So I'm going to go ahead and launch this scheme then right away, just to get our heat back to 0.
To complete this construction.
And unfortunately now we don't have, oh, nope, there is another mission to gain some money. This one's over 30 minutes and it's 3 workers. All right, so let's go get some more money then. Cool, 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 cool. We could, you know, move regions and stuff like that, but that'll be okay. So we should have enough money here pretty quickly then. And so then that's going to allow us to interrogate him finally. And then with that, we can start working on our casino and get a little bit more money going here. Still not seen the boat yet. Gotta turn my sound up maybe a little bit more for myself. So let's see. We are up 27 to 27 on our minions. We have enough power. This should also include this, I think. So I think we're good on power. Gold, I'm not entirely sure where we're storing gold right now, but, you know, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. How much longer do I have to show the game? So we have 20 minutes, give or take, left. So, yeah, we're going to have a hard time getting through all this just because money. Optional objective complete. Speaking of which... Boom. We could. Yeah, because you're getting built right now. I think I'm going to go ahead and throw down another radio repeater. We got the power for it. So that's going to essentially allow me just to finish those optional objectives really quickly. We're also going to need a training room here ASAP. All right, so you are now currently done. So I can now escort you here to be interrogated. So you're going to go get interrogated by our chick here. And this is like some of my favorite animations here. It's like, we threw a bomb in you. Sometimes the stuff hits him in the face, tickling him there, and well, now he dies. And so now we completely successfully learned how to make a valet trainer. But I need a training room before we can actually accomplish that. So first things first, though, let's go here. And what did we need? Western Anvil Provinces. Okay, whoopsie. Western Anvil Provinces. Eastern Anvil, that was here, right? Yeah, so we're just going to go scout you. Probably get our money and then probably go scout somewhere else. Probably. So just for the sake of time right now, let's go build the training room. Yeah, we're just going to build it like right here. That might not be big enough for this. Just barely big enough. Insufficient power. God, frick. So then, what we're going to need is we're going to need to click here. We're going to need to increase the room size. I mean, the thing is, there's no reason for us not to do like wide open. Like, you know, you don't have to have walls in between everything. And for the time being, I think I am going to actually do that because, otherwise they're not going to be able to get back there. So Definitely don't have enough gold for all that. I'm very aware of that, but that's fine. We have a couple, schemes finishing up. So boat must have just stopped. And hello, Mr. Agents. So I'm gonna distract them. Now, I don't actually have anyone out here to distract them, but what should happen is as soon as they enter my lair, because there's literally nothing going on out here and I have no valets, but as soon as they enter, someone should stop them, ideally, and be like, yo, sir, you can't be back here. So you notice they just kind of like walk through some of the doors. And they're like, hey, sir, you can't be back here. Hey, sir, you can't be back here. So you'll notice she's getting stopped now too, and so essentially that's why you do it. Now every once in a while they get cranky about that and they go and beat up your people and kill them, which is kind of annoying, but you know, hey. I suppose, you know, it's like, no, my job is to get through here, so you will let me through here, I guess, or something. Okay, so that should be optional objective done, and then we need Northern Saber. So then, destroy, confirm, and then Northern Saber is you, so scout. Boom. There's no money scheme on that one anyways, so. All right, so that's gonna keep going. We are still waiting for the valet trainer. We're at 8,000 gold right now. This was how much? 10,000, oi, oi, oi. But we should get that money here pretty quick. So yeah, we just want to keep an eye out for the boats. Now what's gonna happen is eventually the resolve is gonna tick to 0. When the resolve ticks to 0, then they're gonna leave. So essentially, right now, because we killed a bunch of their agents, they probably have a little bit higher of a threat level than normal, but if they leave and don't discover anything, that should be fairly good for us, ideally. So yeah, we're just gonna keep a lookout.
New criminal network has been established.
New criminal network has been built, so that, guess what that means? That means money. Collect reward, mess hall tiles, training room tiles. So theoretically then, this should just give me, I should just be able to complete those with just those, right? Theoretically. All right, there's a money scheme here. 20,000, 30 minutes. I like the quicker ones, but like, sure. How long do we have left on these? So you're at 40%. Okay, that's fine. So we'll send a couple people out that way. So now, hopefully,
Low on power. Build more generators.
maybe you have to start over. Yeah, I suppose you just have to like start over then. Interesting, which is kind of annoying. Okay, well, let's do it this way then. Let's say, hey, mess hall, build like a 2x3. Spend a little bit of money. All right, so now we have the valet trainer. So what we can do is we can come down to our minion training and we can sit here and be like, hey, I want some valets. So I'm gonna go with like, let's say 5 valets to begin with. How many total people do we have? 27. I mean, that's 1/5 of our base, but I mean, it's minions, but it's kind of worth it. Like the valets are very, very nice to have because they keep these guys basically distracted. And then they also make you money too. So the valets are going to come here and slowly train one at a time. If you have a valet that's already trained, he'll actually train others a little bit quicker. So we'll have to keep an eye on whether or not he helps train. Nah, he's just going to go straight out there. Did we unlock the buildings for our casino yet? No, we have not. Okay. So once we finish this mission, we should get the different things out here. New optional objective available. And so that didn't actually work either. Interesting.
Your minions are in combat.
Yeah, so you can see they started beating my guys up. And now that guy ended up taking a picture of one of the dead bodies. So, no. Let's actually capture him. So we're going to kill these guys, and then the one guy we're going to go ahead and capture. So go to objective. So we finished it. We're going to make 20,000, and yeah, we unlocked a bunch of new buildings. Cool. Okay, so I'm just going to skip through this just so we can keep going here as quickly as possible. Let's go ahead and take another objective real quick. Let's go ahead and get soldier units, I think, next. So, sweet. We need to go kidnap a soldier on the world stage. Which you're not actually doing anything. Oh, you're doing the money one right here. Yeah, go ahead and confirm and stop what you're doing and go give me a soldier instead. Okay, what else were we gonna do really quickly? Oh yeah, let's get some of the casino stuff going. So we got a couple things. We have a cocktail bar. So let's throw the cocktail bar like right here. Basically, hey, you know what? You're walking through here, you should go ahead and buy some cocktails. In addition to that, I have the floor show. This is really nice because essentially what this is probably the best thing at distracting enemy agents and reducing the resolve. And then I'm gonna throw a couple of these tables out here. I'm gonna throw, you know, some roulette over here and then just a couple over here. And I'm not really looking for anything particular, making it too pretty right now. Goal is,
Not enough power.
we're gonna try finishing those and then make some money off of them. So did we actually capture the agent? Yeah, there he is. So we're gonna go ahead and interrogate him, and then that should give us some intel, which right now we haven't needed the intel, but you know, given the opportunity, it's always kind of nice to have it. We also got some to do core, you know, nothing we have to build though, so I'm not gonna worry about it right now.
Has been subdued and captured.
So I'm gonna go ahead and escort him. What? Does this not work here? Oh, did it stop working when I think when I lowered the wall, something got screwed up. Oh, no, it's totally fine. Okay, someone else was just cute and they just weren't there to do it. Okay. Dude, I love watching the freaking interrogation. It's funny. So we got 2 intel from that. So not bad. Not bad. Oh, I forgot that crap actually required power. All right, so let's turn you off real quick. Just so we can have power for a quick minute. And then let's go ahead and get one of these built, please. Oh, if I do that, I actually can't access... Yeah, okay. I can't access that generator, so... We'll build 2 right away and just be done with it, because we got the money. Confirm! Go, please. And I'm gonna go ahead and increase this area as well. The training room, because we're gonna want it. Yeah, we'll just increase it for that, like right now. That's fine. As soon as we get the power down, we got to keep an eye out because we might have a soldier incoming at any time. The guard. Sorry, not soldier. Power's been restored. Yes. We could turn off one of these other buildings, but right now we don't have any agents to interrogate. So, all right, we can turn the power back on. There we go. Agent can't be captured.
Something is wrong with either the minions or the training room, boss.
Okay, there we go. I was a little worried that we weren't going to be able to do that. So we need to interrogate the guard now. I still need a med thing, don't I? Yeah, I still need a med thing. Now, on each one of these builds, you can either reduce agent skill or scam tourist. I'm going to go ahead and scam tourist just to make some money. This one, I will leave as agent resolve because that's one of the better ways. Like, so the thing is with their skill, that doesn't actually help them leave. You know, reducing their resolve is a better way to actually get them to leave. So, yeah, we'll just have all these as scam tourist. Scam tourist. And then this one doesn't have a different option. Okay, so go ahead and escort you here, please, and thank you. And what was I gonna do? Oh, we need more valets. So the biggest thing is these aren't being worked because we don't have enough valets. So to get more valets, we need more people and more beds. So let's go ahead and bump this out a little bit. Now the beds we don't actually need. You know, if we don't have enough beds, then people basically can't rest. So, you know, you can decide that, hey, guess what? We don't want any more beds. So, but the lockers are how you get more people. So we'll do that. And I'm going to go ahead and bump up our valets just a couple as well. So let's go to like 10. So we can make as much money as possible. All right, now we can also do the soldier training. My God, I can't say that word today. Items. You give me the soldier. Boom. Get that completed. And let's keep an eye out for any agents. God, I swear to you, there is a boat. There it is. Aha! So sometimes, you know, you can see that, hey, it has some investigators arriving in a couple minutes. So probably no one on this boat then is going to be an investigator. In fact, no one's actually even on that boat. But we should start getting more people showing up here. And then these are just slowly making us a little bit of money. Yeah, I see like 19 gold or 19 money. Not a lot, but you know, a little bit. Not bad, not bad, not bad. Okay, so before we run out of time, let's go ahead and build a hallway here. I'm gonna do something like that, and then let's go throw our evil lair back here. And we need the conference table, but we don't need that until we recruit a henchman. So for now, let's just go build it here, and I'm gonna put my super secret chair there. And so that chair is, then I can send her over there to recover her stats. So we don't have research, so you know, I could do the priority buff, but there's really nothing to priority buff. I suppose I could put them here. I don't know if it speeds it up. It's actually an interesting question. Oh yeah, we also need to go ahead and get, ooh, wave investigators. We need to get some guards. I'm gonna go ahead and get like 5 guards. Probably don't need 5 guards, but we'll get 5 guards. Now, it says a wave of investigators have arrived. They didn't actually arrive. They should be on this next boat. So, when you see that, luckily, you know, you got a second or two to respond. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna keep an eye out. They might actually not even be on this boat. Sometimes it says that, and then it's the next boat. Yep, they're on the next boat. Okay. They always look the same. They always kind of have that same little walk, so.
I am the brains of the operation.
We need to get a med bay going too still. So she got buff. All right, so let's see how quickly that's going up. Yeah, no, that definitely speeds it up for what it's worth. Huh, interesting. Yeah, might as well use it because we got our chair right there, so. Okay, I know it definitely speeds up research because I've done that, but I hadn't tried that with her. Now, Maximilian, if he uses his special ability, they'll just instantly finish training. And you can see where that would be beneficial. So, let's go here and really quickly, I need my med bay because I still have some people that are quite injured. So, yo, just get rid of that and then let's switch this over to a med bay. And we're just gonna throw down one of these med pods. There you go, congratulations. Still haven't built a door anywhere. You know, it's fine. It's fine. As we get later on, I think the first time I played the game, I built doors everywhere and it was a little over the top. What I ended up doing eventually with my first playthrough on this map is essentially I had like all of my specialty buildings where it was like suspicious behavior kind of all towards the back here. And then essentially I cut off this whole front area from the back area. And then I made everyone basically go upstairs. So an investigator would have to go upstairs, then walk over to that area, then go down the stairs to actually get to any of my unique areas where they could, you know, discover anything suspicious. So that actually was kind of a nice little thing to do. All right. Pesky investigators have arrived. Let's go ahead and lower our heat here. 5,000 gold is fine. You're still finishing the job here. You're still finishing the job there. Let's go tab over and yep, they are here. So let's go ahead and we're just gonna distract. That's why we're going pretty heavy right now into the valets because I just don't want to deal with it. Vaults are nearly empty. Yeah, we're still pretty good there. I like to keep our threat level as low as possible. Then we don't get attacked as much, and it's, you know, it's kind of nice. It's kind of nice. All right, so we're gonna go send you to your chair, and you'll notice that she basically chills there and slowly gains her stuff back. So it's kind of nice, you know. You start running out of HP, you can just go do that really quickly. Oh, what else are we missing right now? We need to do. Oh yeah, we have to actually kill the pesky investigators. I forgot about that. Are these the pesky investigators? Are these the ones I'm supposed to kill? So the muscle one, we have to actually kill the investigators. This just says investigator. It doesn't say pesky investigator.
Science needs to be left.
We're just gonna go ahead and kill 3 of them.
Find and kill.
That'll be fine. And then let's go ahead and get our henchman or our evil genius up here to help out. Now, are they gonna come attack right here? So you can see this does a really good job at lowering their resolve. So it's like the more time they spend here, the less time then they're going to spend investigating us because they're getting distracted. So you can kind of see how things start working. So yeah, there's our muscle man. And then you should start getting attacked right here. Yep, there we go. Let's go ahead and red alert here. And we got to keep an eye on our HP here because like she's not a frontliner.
Brains overborn,
So yeah, get our soldiers in there to start killing.
I can
Yeah, see, those aren't actually the pesky investigators. Yeah, these weren't the ones I was supposed to kill.
High alert.
Oh well. Oh well. I bet these are the pesky investigators, maybe. No, they're not here either. Oh, here they are. Here they are. Yep, I knew those were not the right ones. Okay, well, let's do this again, guys. Whatever. What's the worst that can happen? What's the worst that can happen? So she took a little bit of damage, so let's run her back and get her some HP here before we start fighting again. So we do have a soldier that's going to immediately start fighting these guys. I want red alert, please. Soldier is not going to be good enough to actually fight these guys by himself. Generally, it depends on the level. Each one of these guys have a level. They're only level 1. So soldier would, you know, probably do pretty good against these guys, but as they level up, it's going to be a little harder. So we did kill the 3. So we can go ahead and collect our money here. Okay, so let's go ahead and accept another one real quick. Do we have any optional ones? Yes, we do. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We'll do scientist real quick. If we can finish it in time. How are we looking here? We got 4 minutes. Blah. Okay, so what that essentially unlocked for us then was the guard room. And so in the guard room, we can build the security desk, which then allow us to build the cameras everywhere. Now, I don't necessarily think it's super useful. What essentially how it ends up working out is you basically have a security desk, and then one of your regular minions mans it. And then if they see any dudes, if they see any agents on their cameras, then they order every one of the guards that are sitting at the guard table to go attack them. So it's kind of nice. The other option now we have is we can sit here and actually put guard posts. And then this is just kind of an area that like your guard's gonna go stand when they're on red alert. So when we hit red alert, they're actually gonna go stand there. There's ones that are later on. Oh, we're actually full on gold. There are ones later on where essentially they'll just stay there all the time, which is quite nice, quite nice. So what do we want to build now that we have some extra space? Well, with the little bit of time we have, let's just go crazy here and just build just the greatest evil genius lair ever. Well, actually, you know what we could do? Okay, so this is not how I want this to actually look. So we want something like grand, right? Probably something like this. Let's go ahead and kill this last tile here. There we go. Then you're gonna go get moved here, and then we're gonna do our grand table kind of like there.
To complete this construction.
Yeah. I don't care about the actual money right now. And then we're gonna close this because we do want a door here. Boom. And then, like every good lair, we are going to want to put a hallway back here. Okay, we're gonna put a door here into the hallway, and then we're gonna do our vault connected to there, because you know you got to have your money vault connected to, and then we'll put some gold pallets here. I think we need 5 for the mission, but yeah, the gold pallets basically increase how much money you can hold. But yeah, you know, because what's more awesome than having a secret door at the back of your lair that leads to your vault? So obviously this is not the most efficient build right now. We're just basically trying to get some things done. But you know, if I had a little more time to think off camera, we'd definitely spend some time actually thinking about how to work this out and make things look a little bit prettier. We are going to basically spend all of our money on that for the record, but it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Anything else we can do here in the next couple minutes? Not really. Not really. I think you guys kind of get a basis for how the game works. As we progress later in the game, those agents start coming a lot more hot and heavy. What's kind of cool though, is so this option right here, well, essentially what you can do is basically kind of keep your minions where they will auto basically ask anyone, like if someone gets to a certain point in your lair, they'll just auto kill them. Or if they get to another point in your lair, they will just auto ask them to leave. So that's kind of nice as you kind of progress later and later and later in the game. But I'm trying to think if there's anything else we want to talk about here. So yeah, I've been having fun with the game. March 30th is when the game comes out. So anyways, I guess we'll wrap it up here. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, drop a like, comment, let me know what you think. As always, hit the subscribe button, join the TheGameCommon, share your support. You know, let's go kill some dudes, I guess, before we wrap this up then. Hello, everyone.
locate and
Kill them all.
that intruder for me.
Oh, that actually closes the doors too, so they can't get out? Oh no, they can get out. Interesting. Hello, I want my henchman to come. Does that? Oh, yep. I know, timer. So it just alerts them, but doesn't actually send any of my guys actually at them. So now they're trying to sneak in. And then, yeah, we're gonna run her back. And I like her AoE attack. I don't think Max, I think he has a single shot one, which, you know, isn't as efficient as the AoE. Okay, cool. So yeah, that's Evil Genius 2. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll see you guys later. Bye, everyone.